Am I the butthole for kissing my friend's brother without his consent during a truth or dare? Yesterday I was supposed to spend the night at my friend's house with some of my classmates and we were playing truth or dare. There really is no reason for us to choose truth since we already know a lot about each other, so we mostly went just with dares. It was pretty fun and we had some weird challenges. I was staying next to my friend's brother and when it was my turn, a classmate challenged me to kiss him. His sister immediately told my friend to change the dare and so she did. To be clear, her brother did not say anything when he heard the dare and just laughed, so he definitely looked like he was okay with it, right? Well, wrong, because after I kissed him he told me WTF I am doing and looked like he was really grossed out by it. I was honestly a bit offended and asked him why he is so grossed by me kissing him. I am actually a pretty okay looking girl, and even if I wasn't, there was no reason for him to act like this. He ended up leaving the game and my friend told me that what I did was wrong on so many levels and to get out of her house. My other classmates didn't say anything, so I think they were on my side but didn't want to participate in this argument. I will ask them when they go back home. Anyways, I did end up leaving. Do you guys think I was the butthole here? Please do not comment yet. Read this? Okay, I don't know how to explain this without being misunderstood, but could you guys do me a small favor? I used a throwaway account for privacy reasons, but the thing is, if this post blows up, there is a high chance for my friend to still see this. Could you please, instead of commenting, DM me if your judgment is AITA? I promise if I get a lot of "you're the butthole" DMs I am going to accept the judgment as per Rule 3, but it's just weird if my friend sees this and sees AITA comments, especially after our last argument. You guys get what I mean, right? Thank you. Edit. Oh come on guys. This post if one in rising now. Can't you please do as I asked you? Would you be okay posting on this subreddit just to get comments full of "you're the butthole" and your friends see them and laugh at you? Edit. Hey mods. Please check your inbox as I sent you a message. It's urgent. Edit. Okay, the mods responded about auto mod and they basically told me to suck it up and deal with it WTH? Guys, please just do as I asked you. I accept my judgment. So you want us to DM you if we think AITA? Yeah, no, I think I'll do it here. You're the butthole, you kissed him without consent. Doesn't matter if you're pretty or not. Doesn't matter if you know him. Doesn't matter if he didn't object. Saying nothing is not consent. He did not consent. I wish I could upvote you over and over again for saying nothing is not consent. He did not consent. I sexually assaulted my friend's little brother. Am I the butthole? Yes, AITA. Good way of putting it in different wording. Totally, you're the butthole. It's so gross that she thinks it's okay cause she's a pretty okay looking girl, and the fact that all she cares now is not being embarrassed by the comments is straight up disgusting. I really hope this is fake. I feel like it is, otherwise she would have deleted it by now if she was really concerned about her friends seeing this. The thing is that AutoMod keeps an original copy of the post for this exact purpose. It's going to stay here whether she likes it or not. Deleting the post will make it disappear from the front page, so unless somebody specifically sends the post to her friends they won't be able to see it. So it's not going to stay here if she simply deletes it. True, but I just mean that it won't be gone forever. It also became popular, and it's very common for big threads to be screenshot and reposted on other social media, or commented on, etc. I've seen so many random threads as screenshots on Facebook, or they end up on YouTube videos. Am I the butthole especially takes measures like AutoMod posts to preserve the original text, so she chose the wrong place. Our / relationships may have been easier to delete than am I the butthole. Reddit link. Aside from all of this, are we just going to ignore the fact that his sister asked the friend to change the dare and supposedly that friend did? And then original poster still kissed him even though the dare was changed? Not only did they not respect that her friend clearly was uncomfortable with the dare, but then still did it even though they got a new one. Yeah, this attitude is really concerning. So in her mind, consent is only necessary for ugly people? Everyone else should be grateful to receive her attention? Yuck. Another thing I don't see people mentioning, they're playing truth or dare. They're probably like teens, right? So it makes me wonder just how old the little brother is. Like, is she 17 and kissing a 12-year-old? The F. AITA. Yeah, I just realized that may be the reason why the sister didn't want this to happen. That's the exact comment I was looking for. BTW, was it mentioned anywhere that the brother was younger to them? I was seriously hoping maybe original poster just wrote a bad title, like she kissed the friend's brother without the friend's consent. Nope. But she said she is pretty, so it's okay? Yeah, sorry, that almost makes it even worse. Also, why would original poster kiss him after the dare was changed? And then try to get out of it with the "it was just a dare" excuse. I'm surprised the original poster didn't add in "it was just a joke." Then she acts all offended because she assaulted someone and he was rightfully upset about it. Like WTF? This has got to be a troll. No one can be this dense. Also, you got to love how original poster tries to hide the fact that she is a massive butthole by telling people to tell her you're the butthole in DMs, so that she gets to show off that she is in the right when she isn't. Sad. It kind of makes the whole thing look fake as hell. Reverse psychology to get a ton of comments and upvotes. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm always compelled to upvote if they tell me not to, even if I know they put that there just to get me to upvote. Right, and it's also selfish because maybe this post can help spread awareness that it's not okay to touch someone without their consent, and that includes men. From Ops request, I wonder if this is the lemon juice acne girl. The one who begged twice for people to not upvote her post because she didn't want people to see it. Like. Have you never been on the internet before? Op is turning into a troll. She wants the attention she is getting, even if it's negative. Just report the post. Don't give her what she clearly wants. Perhaps. I still wonder if it's the same person from the MO. OP, no one can see this post. I will do anything except for deleting it to ensure no one sees it. Honestly, smart move by Op. Raking in that sweet karma. That I can at least understand the logic, even though I completely disagree with it. In that case, the person is trying to limit the visibility of the post entirely because they're worried people they know will find it. In this case, the original poster doesn't seem to be concerned about her friends seeing the post. She just doesn't want them to see an entire comment section agreeing with them that she is TA. Which is completely ridiculous. Like, yeah Op, I totes believe you that you will accept the "you're the butthole" judgment if you get a bunch of DMs saying it, even if everyone agreed to keep their "you're the butthole" verdicts off the main post. If you actually accept that judgment, why would you be trying to hide it from your friends? You can't claim to accept that you were wrong if you aren't willing to do it publicly. This consent is if they are able to say yes with nothing possibly stopping them from thinking clearly, such as being under the influence. Anything else, not saying anything, saying no, being drunk, etc. is not consent. Uda, firstly, if you don't want public answers, don't post on a public popular forum. Secondly, if it was the other way round, you'd be screaming bloody murder. If he didn't say yes, or move in for the kiss, you should not have kissed him. He has every right to reject you, doesn't matter how okay you look. If he isn't interested and hasn't consented to the kiss, you broke the basic rule. Get consent. If someone doesn't give consent, they are saying no. It's more than a little bit obvious that when his sister said change the dare, that we knew damn well he wasn't going to like it. The fact you still did it after that is gross. He laughed because he was trying not to insult his sister's friend, whilst his sister was standing up for him. You are a butthole for not checking consent after already getting a no from someone who knew him well enough to know. You are a butthole for putting him on the spot. It does matter what you look like, he has every right to be pissed. You are a butthole because you think you can get around the subs rules by your little DM plea. And you are a butthole for taking part in a game you don't have the emotional capabilities to know when to stop. And as a woman, you should know the deal with consent, and that it goes both ways. And I really hope your friend does see this. Her sticking up for her brother, and throwing you out was brilliant behavior. Seeing siblings stick up for each other is great. Edit. Thanks for the awards everyone, romantic face. And also, if I may add on to everything you articulated so nicely, she's a major butthole for going to a party and kissing someone, on the mouth, during a global pandemic, barring the unlikely event that she's in a country where the virus has been totally eradicated, in which my comment is null. I totally missed that, thank you for calling that one out as well. Can't wait for this post to hit top in r/all, Reddit link. Can I upvote more than once? Maybe you can downvote it, and then upvote it again, so you can upvote twice. Also, original poster, shut up with your stupid DMing rule. This is exactly it. 100%. Best reply. The original poster was the butthole for kissing without consent when the guy was clearly not okay with it, but is also a butthole for trying to get around this sub's rules by having everyone DM their judgments. Edit for a typo. DM their negative judgment crap. Ops cool with having judgments in her favor for the world to see, which shows she's not really willing to accept people's true assessments at all. Very well said. This covers it all for me. You're the butthole up and down the whole situation. Can you imagine the reverse? He kisses her without getting full consent? You're the butthole. You kissed someone without their consent and you were honestly a bit offended that they weren't thrilled about it? Ask yourself how you'd feel if a boy touched you without consent and they were annoyed that you didn't like it. Also, I am confused. Didn't the original poster say the dare was changed? So why kiss him after when it was clear the friend already was against it? And if it wasn't clear, you're the butthole, men are allowed consent. I'm thinking she has a crush on the friend and was offended it wasn't like a rom-com. Oh I love you. I'm confused about this too. If the dare was changed, what was the reason to kiss him? And if her good friend immediately said change the dare, it is an immediate clue that something is wrong. At that point you at least have full awareness that your friend is against it. This isn't to you directly, more to anyone like Op. Not only are men allowed to consent, men must consent. And women must consent. Consent must be involved by all participants regardless of other factors. Ask yourself how you'd feel if a boy touched you without consent and they were annoyed that you didn't like it. Seriously. That's a nasty double standard and a gross display of behavior. Resounding you're the butthole. You're the butthole. Don't post on public forums if you don't want the responses to be public. Also, maybe he felt uncomfortable speaking up. Ever heard laughing nervously? She probably thinks laughing nervously means let's do it right here and now. You're the butthole. Why are you so offended he was uncomfortable? Especially since your friend said they changed the dare? Imagine you're at a party and one of your friend's friends just comes up and kisses you. It's thinking like this that makes people pretend men can't be raped. Edit. Holy guacamole, my first award. Also, you can't post on here and be like, please, if it's you're the butthole, DM me, cause if people did, it would just look like everyone's on your side, so you're the butthole for that too. I don't think they'd be able to hide behind that. Even if people posted not the butthole, everyone would just downvote those answers, so it'd be easy to tell whose side the sub was on. In the future, don't write NTA how you did, as it shows up as an NTA in the system. Anyway, original poster is the butthole. You're the butthole. Doesn't matter, they only read top comment for the judgment. Because obviously she's an okay looking girl and there was absolutely no reason whatsoever that he may not have wanted to kiss her. You're the butthole, for assuming consent. For kissing him anyways after the dare was changed. For being offended because you're pretty good looking, I'm assuming physically, because your personality leaves a lot to be desired. And finally, for posting to a public judgment forum and then asking for all negative judgment to be issued in private. What a effing creep. Big Harvey Weinstein energy here, right? You're the butthole. Laughter is often a nervous reaction and you should not interpret it as everything is okay. And him being grossed out is his right. Even if you are a supermodel, there are plenty of gorgeous people I still don't want to be kissed by. You should have realized by his sister's reaction that something wasn't right. And you're the butthole again for your dumb PM request. And you're the butthole for the I'll break Rule 4 edit because the comments are not going her way. Plenty of gorgeous people I don't want to be kissed by. Amber Heard, for instance. I'd rather be surprise French kissed by a dog rather than that abusive piece of work. She might be gorgeous on the outside, but inside, she's rotten to the core. Poor Johnny. Amber Turd, frowning face. It also really bothers me that she seems to think that the sister's objection didn't matter because he didn't speak up himself. As if he owed it to her to specifically say no, even though someone had already spoken up against it, everyone had agreed to change the dare, and, most importantly, he had not said anything that indicated he was okay with it. It's not hard to understand why he may have chosen not to say anything. If his sister spoke up immediately, he probably figured he didn't need to. He also probably assumed that if she was going to go for it, she'd ask him first, because that is a very reasonable expectation that most people would have. And probably most importantly, he was uncomfortable. When someone is uncomfortable, they're less likely to speak up. He probably felt extremely put on the spot and was trying to figure out how to navigate the situation when his sister and the other girls thankfully decided to step in and save him the discomfort. Before they spoke up, he was probably scared the group would pressure him to let it happen, and was likely very relieved when his sister spoke up and the other girls immediately agreed to change the dare. Then suddenly out of nowhere, original poster just launches in and does it anyways? It's no wonder he reacted the way he did. I remember the time, I think it was Katy Perry kissed some teen and he was like, "Could you not? It was gross." I think that sums it up pretty well, and Katy Perry is probably more, objectively, attractive than Up. Although that wasn't a show I watched a lot, I saw that episode. It really upset me that that kid was very clear that he was saving his first kiss for someone special, and she took that from him. And then every acts like it's no big deal because she's pretty. Like he should be honored or something that she kissed him, even after he said he didn't want to be kissed. I was effing livid when I saw that. Honestly, that was so intentional and so disgusting. I can't believe she wasn't raked over the coals for that. Not only did she kiss a non-consenting person who very clearly didn't want it, she intentionally stole something he had been saving for a special moment. I get red in the face even now thinking about it. F that noise. Yeah, but not really unexpected. Some attractive people think that way. If you're told your looks can take you far in life, you learn to expect it to help you get out of problems too. The fact the backlash to that died out so quickly upsets me. Thanks for the reminder. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.